Wahab Riaz has got to go, I'm afraid, whether he's got a low waist or not. It's 7 down now. Wahab Riaz gone for 2. Goes up over extra. 6 it is into the Oaks.
Pressure transferred back onto the rocks.
It's gone again. This time backward of square, and it's 4. Whether he's got a low waist or not. It's 7 down now. Wahab Riaz gone for 2. James Vince underneath it, and he takes it safely. And that is the end of a fine innings from Nawaz.
And at the start of this over, the Rocks well on top here. But James Vince, cool, calm, and executes an easy catch in the end there. Makes it look easy. And Mohamed Nawaz goes for 41 runs. It's 152 for 8 in the last over.
Magala, he's on strike. Can he become a hero for the Blitz? He's gone straight up in the air. Udana wants it. Oh, he's downed it. How expensive might that spill prove? Oh, he's got it through. He's got it through for 4. It's not over yet.
The drama continues at Newlands.
6 to win, 4 for a super over. Could be gone. Faf du Plessis is the fielder, and it's a run out.
After losing the shorter format. Now, Test cricket is a real uphill battle. And the formidable Aussies are a challenge down under. Domain Test Series, Pakistan Tour of Australia. Second test, Friday 29th November. Live and exclusive on Sony 6. Co-presented by Red Hunt, Be Hunted. Set an alarm or get some caffeine. Invite a scary clown. या पटाखे फोड़. Pick a fight. या get a रोता हुआ बच्चा. एक really loud, annoying बच्चा. Do whatever it takes to stay awake. क्योंकि अगर तू सोया, तो तू रोया.
That's a superb finish.
The world's greatest football action is on UEFA Champions League. Live and exclusive on Sony 10 Sona Manae.
The UEFA Champions League is brought to you by Heineken and Pepsi Black. UEFA Champions League sponsors.
I'm going to enjoy brutalizing him.
There's nowhere else to run now. If he's going to get exposed, I'm going to melt that snowflake.
Max Holloway is the greatest featherweight champion of all time.
17 consecutive wins, 7-0 in the UFC.
She is the best.
Jermaine Durandame,
10-time World Muay Thai champion.
Get your Sony Network's sports channels. Subscribe to Happy India Pack. Starts at 31 rupees per month.
This is Sony Picture Sports Network, and you are watching Sony 6 HD, the home of cricket.
That's up and over, and it'll be away for the first boundary.
Oh, he's slicing that away, and that goes all the way for 6.
In the air, this is the first chance of the game. Oh, what a catch!
Today it's 2 elephants who go head-to-head, so it's the grass that will suffer here at Imperial Wanderers as the Tshwane Spartans head on south of the Yukske River to take on the defending champions, the Josie Stars, who are 0 from 5.
Tail is the call by Henrik. It's come down a...
Is it tail?
Yes, the Spartans batting first here today, of course, and looking at that side, they want to get a good run here today because they still have every chance of making the qualifiers.
Yeah, the Spartans are just gathering a bit of momentum now, and they'll get the top with Tinus de Bruin. AB de Villiers is yet to fire as well. They've got very good bowlers. So you're looking at that 11. There's a lot of balance to it, and there's a lot of power as well. But we've just seen in the Mzansi Super League, you need to have a good middle game. So the middle order, if you lose some wickets in the power play, are really the engine room, and maybe one or two all-rounders that can come into the game and maybe, like Chris Morris does, try and finish it off.
Right, Dane Pitt, Josie Stars, very interesting single change made for them.
Two changes actually. Lazard Williams in for Ryan Rickerton that misses out, and Jacques Snyman, a debutant, plays for the Knights off spin and whacks it a mile. So interesting changes. I like the look of Lazard coming in. He'll add extra pace.
Hello guys, how are you? Please मेरा channel को subscribe कर दो please.
They're very strong players. They've been in excellent form. Dean Elgar has been in some really wonderful form and showing what he can do in the white ball format. Tinus de Bruin, they've had a very good partnership together so far in this Mzansi Super League as well. Had a 100 partnership against the Paarl Rocks. Got them off to a good start. Chris Gale, what an experienced player. He hasn't really set the tournament alight, but he's playing in his 400th T20. That's incredible.
Tinus de Bruin, he's also got a bit of form. He might be a little bit frustrated in the fact that he's got a few scores and hasn't kicked on. But he's a highly talented player, and this sort of quick pitch generally here at the Wanderers suit his style of play. Dean Elgar, well, he's been in terrific form. He really has, proving to everybody that this format of the game, he's really good. Have a look at that average. Just under 39. Strike rate of 114. Best of 88, which was, if I'm not mistaken, this season, a couple of games ago.
So Rabada will be bowling from the call it drive end. In the air and caught. Driving in the air at short cover, which might tell you about the pace of the pitch.
Yeah, I mentioned that it might be too paced, and that looked like it was. A couple of balls that got through quite nicely, and that one looked like it just stopped a little bit on Tinus de Bruin. Trying to drive the ball on the up. Difficult shot on this particular wicket. Tinus de Bruin has to go. You'll be disappointed with that. There you go, just playing a touch early, stuck in the pitch. Pretty simple catch at cover. And this is a good start for the Josie Stars. Exactly what they wanted to get themselves back in this competition. 3 for 1.
Edged, and put down in the end. It was flying away towards slip, and the keeper went in front of slip.
Yeah, probably should have left it for slip. He ended up going with the wrong hand. It was a great effort in the end. Shele, big edge, Dean Elgar. It's a great delivery. Perfect area for Dean. Wrong hand, straight to slip. Possibly should have left it, but it was a good effort.
Nicely played. It's one of his strengths through square in the offside.
Yeah, great shot. It's Dean Elgar at his best. Plays it nice and late, nice and square.
And the relief is tangible.
Well, I think everybody will be hoping that it will act as a settler. And that time, I think it was Jorginho selling Abraham short, and it allowed Manchester City to pinch it. After that, there's a couple of ricochets that fall into De Bruyne's path, and in the end it's Kurt Zuma who's trying to get back in position, but Kepa's going one way, ball's going the other, keeper is blameless.
Mahrez. Still Riyad Mahrez. Oh, that is majestic. Manchester City have turned it around with a goal of real, genuine quality. How they needed that.
Well, this is just absolutely brilliant work from Riyad Mahrez. He might have gone through Tamori's legs on the way through, which Aritha Balaga will find it hard to allow. And that is decisive as it comes, after not the greatest of starts from him and his side.
Oh, Aretha Balaga with a 24-carat error. Aguero couldn't punish him. Silva, Mahrez. Conde will bring it away. Aretha Balaga, the most relieved man in the north of England.
Well, I mean, when you do the likes of this, you're probably thinking, oh, here we go. There's 3 points gone. Probably going to Manchester City.
With the boundary.
There's an appeal, and Aludin Palikele says that's adjacent. Rolf van der Merwe, you're on your way.
Experiment failed. Spartans decided to send up a pinch hitter. He tries to go for the short boundary. And Dane, it's another good wicket for the home side.
Yeah, brilliant wicket again for the Josie Stars. An experienced T20 bowler in Aaron Pangiso. Again, pace off. Not allowing any pace for Rolf van der Merwe to get under it, as we can see here. And I think that's a very good decision by Aludin Palika. Another wicket for the Josie Stars as Rolf van der Merwe goes for 5 of 12 balls in the Tshwane Spartans, 35 for 3.
Attempts the Yorker, gets the bat down, and on this outfield, it beats the infield to run away for 4.
Well, he did this, didn't he, at the home ground, a Centurion against Spin that time. It was against the Durban Heat, where he looked to go over mid-on twice. This time, powers through.
Has he taken it? You bet he has. He's a fantastic fielder, Aaron Pangiso.
The anticipation here is excellent. Because you know with Klassen he's going to sit back in his crease, and he times it so well. He's disappointed because he thinks he's got one straight down the ground. Look at his anticipation. He knows where it's going. What a catch.
Great catch. Pangiso really good of his own bowling. Just slightly short of a length. And just stopping in the pitch and then him chipping it straight back to the bowler. Klassen goes for 10. The Tshwane Spartans 47 for 4.
Good connection out to the crowd, and this is a big over.
That's what he can bring, Pite, and he can hit it a very, very long way. This has come out the screws.
Yeah, he's tried it a few times in the over. The slog sweep on this occasion gets it somewhere near the middle of the bat. Spartans, well, they needed this. They needed a big over to get them back in this game.
Skied it. It's gone over the keeper's head again. More luck going the way this time around for the maximum.
Well, Pipe from Billion, loves that area. Straight over the keeper's head. Looking leg side, looking short side. Oh, he's planned that. He's planned that.
Well played. Good innovation across his stumps and taking it from outside the off stump to the leg side. 100 up.
Oh, slapped away. Slapped away. This is when we may see a little bit of a A.B. de Villiers masterclass.
In the gap. That's a great shot.
Out. Big wicket, went round the wicket as well. Clever from Dan Christian. Slower delivery. And it's the end of Van Biljon.
Smart piece of bowling by Dan Christian, coming around the wicket, bringing the whole offside field up, making him hit to the long boundary. Clever piece of bowling, dislodging the middle and leg stump. Again, bowling a slower ball, skidding onto the stumps. Smart piece of bowling. Dan Christian in his 300th game, getting Piet van Biljon out there.
110 for 5.
Wow. The umpire, brilliant from the umpire this. I'm telling you now, this is going straight at him.
How good is that shot? A.B. de Villiers. Straight back at Mr. Jelly. He's played this well. Have a look at this. Oh, that's well played, isn't it? That's well played, isn't it?
stand and watch. How many times have we seen this from AB de Villiers, especially on this ground? And he batted number 4.
Especially on this ground, Dom, you spot on. Just love the position AB de Villiers finds his hands when executing the shot. Nice and free and just extending the hands through the line of the ball. A great shot, 98 meters.
Big boundary on. It's not big enough. The boundary. Massive 6 again. AB de Villiers. He just loves hitting 6s. De Villiers on strike. Up and over extra cover. Does he get enough of it? No, 1 bounce, 4. He's on to 49. He's 4th 4 now. Does he get a little nick on this? Just wait for the umpire. Yes, even de Villiers looked at the umpire. It is another 50. His 58th T20 50. Just remember he has 400s as well. I'll tell you what that is. He's not got enough of it, I don't think. Out. So the end of de Villiers.
Yeah, great knock, AB de Villiers. He's disappointed, and that was in his zone. To clear the boundary again. He didn't quite get enough. Looking at the bottom of the bat, not happy. He felt he should have hit this out the ground, and he probably should have. Got it a bit high. Pretty simple catch out in the deep. Taken well. And it's a big wicket. Albeit only 4 balls left in the innings. Big wicket because he can destroy you. 148 for 6.
Top edge. Christopher Henry is chasing it. Boundary finish. So disappointment for Dan Christian. But a boundary to finish and a good score for the visitors. 155 for 6.
Good finish to the innings for the Spartans. Quite streaky, but Tom Curran will take that.
Excellent player. De Villiers with his 53 from 33 was the pick. Good performance also from Pipe van Billion with 45. So a score on the board, as AB has just said to you, and he'll wait to see how the wicket plays in the second half.
Now, interesting, he thinks it might get a touch better. I'm not so sure. I think it's going to get pretty much the same, if not a touch worse. Rabada, well, he bowled really quickly. He looked like he was in good rhythm today, as did Williams. Bowlers, well, they found it easy. And Ulufia maybe went for a few too many in the end, but they found it pretty easy on the wicket. That gave them a bit of assistance. Paul Penkiza was very good. His figures got spoiled a little bit by 20 off his last over, but an all-round decent bowling performance. Might be a touch disappointed, as they did have them 4 down to 10 overs out.
So just remember, the Stars haven't won a game this year, and they'll need 156 to win off 120 deliveries at just under 8 runs per over.
Presented by Dream 11 and Vimal Bolo Zuba Kesri in association with Cycle Pure Agarbattis, Pratna Ki Shuddhata and Farm Easy. Astana versus Manchester United, live on Sony 10-2.
This is game-changing. The pageantry.
A new era begins.
The superstars.
Sudden impact by the beast.
The thrills.
Look at the athleticism right out of the gate. I have never been more excited than I am tonight.
soak it all in.
If you're not excited right now, you better check your pulse. Welcome to SmackDown.
Co-presented by WWEshop.in, powered by the Soul Store. Get your Sony Network's sports channels. Subscribe to Happy India Pack. Starts at 31 rupees per month.
The fastest, the longest, the highest, the Olympics' greatest feats in a way you've never seen before. Join Jan and Nelly as we investigate the record breakers and the weird and wonderful stories of how they shot to the top of their Olympic sport. The best of the best.
In the Olympic dream, watch On the Record. Every Friday on Sony 10-1. Get your Sony Network's sports channels. Subscribe to Happy India Pack. Starts at 31 rupees per month.
Christopher Henry Gale, match number 400 in this format. What a record he's got. We often talk about his T20 record. He's got a wonderful test record as well. Just don't see him obviously in the test format anymore as he's moved on.
Look at these numbers, and some players around the world would be happy with that in a test format. He's got over 13,000 T20 runs. Astonishing. Reza Hendricks, elegant player, really easy on the eye, and he gets the runs all the time. It seems to be just keeps knocking on the door. Best of 108. Tom Curran. Had a chat with him. I hadn't seen Tom since he moved from Zimbabwe when his dad put him into Hilton College. Saw him today, and it was fantastic. I just remember seeing him as a young man, but now he's really also just announced himself. Also in his 100th T20 game, Tom Curran.
Beautifully bowled. The bails have actually come off. There was a slight noise. It was very soft. And he's just got the one bail off in the end. Bowler didn't even know it himself.
Yeah, he was unsighted for a while. And so a good line and length. It comes back sharply.